Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we'll talk about the Internet Protocol. The Internet Protocol is a fundamental set of rules and conventions that govern how data packets are sent, received, and routed across networks, including the global network known as the Internet. It's a critical component of the Internet Protocol suite, which also include other protocols like TCP, which is short for Transmission Control Protocol, and more IP protocols like the ICMP, which is short for Internet Control Message Protocol. So the IP serve as a foundation for communication in modern computer networks. So let's assume that we have a client and server, and these client and servers want to connect with each other. So the client wants to send a request, and the server will send a response back. So we should establish some sort of communication between machines in order to exchange data between both of them. So if you are going to your Facebook app, you basically trying to connect with Facebook servers and try to request your data from Facebook servers, and you get your data from Facebook servers. So you made some data exchange. You give them, for example, your email and password, and you will give you to make sure that you are who you are, and they will give you back your data. So this way of communication will not be available if you don't have IP address. So why this is happening, or why do we need IP address, and what does IP address provide us? So no, this is too much big. So let's talk about why do we need IP address. And lucky us, in terms of system design interview, you don't have to know IP address on details. You only need to know it on high level. So the first thing that why we need IP addressing for is that IP Internet Protocol is that we have what we call addressing. So IP provides a standardized way to assign unique numerical addresses, which we call IP address, to every device connected to a network. These addresses are crucial for identifying and locating devices and on the network. Without IP address, it would be impossible to route data into its intended destination. So basically, each client and each machine basically have its own IP address, like maybe 123.40.00, something like that. I don't know if this is a valid IP address version 4 or not. But this is the idea. Like, each client has its own address, which is a numerical value that identify him. Like, you can think of IP address as a number. Like, clients or machines are using this number to communicate with each other. The second thing is important in IP Internet Protocol, which is the routing that we're providing for us. So IP defines how data packets should be routed through networks. Like, routers and switches uses IP addresses to determine the most efficient path for data to travel from the source to the destination. This routing capability enables data to traverse multiple networks and reach its target regardless of its physical location. Also, you can think about that. So basically, the routers try to find the best way possible for the client and the server to connect with each other when they have the IP address. Also, something is quite important is that the interoperability of the IP of the Internet Protocol. So Internet Protocol is universal protocol used across diverse hardware and software platforms. This interoperability is essential for the internet to function as a global network, of networks, allowing devices from different manufacturers and running different operating systems to communicate seamlessly. there are also something quite important to talk about, which is the fragmentation. And let me make this quite bigger. Yeah. And reassembly. So IP allows data package to be divided into smaller fragments for transformation and reassembled at the destination. This is crucial for efficiently transmitting data over networks with varying maximum packet sizes and minimizing data loss due to network congestion. I guess this one you should have. It's nice to know that there is the fragmentation and there is simply this happens in communicating between two devices using internet protocol. It's also important to know versioning because IP has evolved over time with the two main versions which is used right now. So we have IP4, IP version 4, and IP version 6. These versions accommodate the growing number of internet connected devices by providing a larger address space. Basically, IP version 6 is in particular was introduced to address the exhaustion of IP version 4. We have two things more to talk about, which is data integrity. While IP address itself does not provide error correction or guarantee data integrity, it can work in conjunction with higher level protocols like TCP to ensure that data transmitted reliably and without errors. Also, we want to talk about the header information. This is the last thing that I want to talk about. IP adds a header to data packets, which includes information like the source and destination IP addresses, packet length, and also other control information. This header aids in proper packet routing and delivery. So, in summary, let's go back here. So, in the summary, the internet protocol is the backbone of modern network communication. It provides the addressing, routing, and interoperability required for device to communicate across the internet and other computer networks. Without IP address, without internet protocol, the global connectivity and data exchange that we rely on in our digital world would not be possible at all. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video, and see you in future problem.